Practice third. To entertain a profound respect and extraordinary love for the thrones, the cherubim and seraphim. The first hierarchy of the angels is composed of the thrones, the cherubim and seraphim. The latter excel in love, hence their name, seraphim, which signifies ardor. Though all the angels love fervently, the love of the seraphim exceeds by many degrees the love of the other inferior choirs. The great Saint Denis distinguishes in it all the properties of fire. This element is always in motion. The seraphim continually tend to God. Fire always acts while it has matter. The seraphim continually feed on God alone. Fire is inflexible. The love of the seraphim is immutable. Fire possesses great warmth. The seraphim are all flame. Fire never loses its light. The ardor of the seraphim is never lessened. Fire penetrates the matter on which it acts. The seraphim enjoy the most perfect union with the divinity. In fine, fire warms and purifies. The seraphim convey, from their divine center, love and light to all the inferior angels. Science is attributed to the cherubim, as love is to the seraphim. They have, says Saint Gregory, all the plenitude of the divine light, and their sacred brightness irradiates the other hierarchies. Ezekiel saw them in a vision, all full of eyes, to designate their vast intelligence. The thrones are so called, because God is said to be seated on them. But if material thrones give repose to the sovereigns who sit upon them, the celestial thrones receive their repose from the eternal King. They enjoy an incomprehensible peace, for wherever God abides, He communicates His divine peace and tranquility. This peace of God is very different from that of men. I come, said our divine Master, not to send peace, but the sword. To obtain this so desirable peace, it is necessary not to fear or hope for anything from creatures, to live by faith, to make no more account of created things than if they were not, to desire no share in the friendship or esteem of men, to lose, in fine, all our desires in an entire acquiescence in the divine pleasure. Be devout to the thrones, and they will exert themselves in obtaining for you this greatest of all blessings. In like manner with the cherubim. It is said, that in the way of virtue we know more than we do, but it is certain that perfect knowledge is rare. We speak of that of the saints. Few persons are practically convinced of the excellence of poverty and humiliation, of the advantages of the hidden and suffering life. It is in the school of a God, and at the feet of the crucifix, that this divine lesson is to be learned. Let us frequent it under the auspices of the cherubim, the spirits of light, and we shall soon be illumined, and walk in the brightness of the children of God. If the cherubim be the ministers of the lights of God, the seraphim are those of His love. Whoever aspires to this most sublime virtue, should be particularly devout to them. The saints most remarkable for their love of God have been most devout to these divine spirits. Witness a Saint Francis and a Saint Teresa. The glory reserved for such souls in heaven is to be elevated to and ranked in this blessed choir. How good is our God, to associate His poor servants among such supereminent beings as the holy seraphim.